one of our trading students here at Trading College. How you doing, mate? You okay?
Very well, thank you. Very good.
Good. So Luke has come from professional football into trading, and just tell us a little bit about sort of the background, really, mate, because obviously you come from the same background as me, and why you sort of looking to get into trading, really.
So initially, trading was never on my radar. I think when I left football and come away from football, I think I was probably more interested in property, to be honest.
Yeah.
Don't know what sort of property, whether that had been flipping houses or just investing. I sort of got a place with my dad, so that was sort of the route I thought we'd go down. And then obviously the markets, interest rates went up, mortgage rates went up, so we sort of held fire a little bit. And then I just sort of come away from it. And the longer I stepped away, the less interested I got in it, to be honest with you. And life was going on around me. I was sort of at home with the kids, so I had a lot going on. And then I sort of stumbled across trading just online, really. So it's social media.
Yeah.
It's a big thing nowadays. And just stupidly come across, when you copy trade, and I had no knowledge or understanding. I think at the time I just thought, if these people can make money, then I'll give that a go, kind of thing, with no homework, stupidly, and then paid the price for it. And then probably it was a couple of months later on down the line where I was looking into maybe getting a trade behind myself, whether it was a plasterer or a plumbing course or something like that. So I was just searching online. I was using the PFA, because obviously of the PFA fund courses and whatnot. And then trading just sort of popped into my head again. And I think I typed in, is there anywhere you can go to learn how to trade, like a college, like night school? And then up popped Trading College.
Trading College. Yes. Nice.
So, that's how I literally stumbled across your website. And then I see the awards you'd won and whatnot. And then I started to follow on social media. And you was obviously a big part of that, the way you come across, obviously, but just the way you spoke about your life, and you had time with your two daughters and the freedom. And I never looked at trading before. It was as if if I could earn a few quid. Whereas seeing the videos of yourself, it was more like, there's a life. You could, this could be a career kind of thing. Yeah. And then what hooked me was I didn't know your background at that point. And I've come across on your website one of your mentorship videos. And as soon as you said ex-professional football, and I was hooked, because I never had, I think when people say, give this a go, give that a go, I never saw myself doing that in 10 years' time. I know I'm looking too far ahead, but
sure.
I always thought the next thing I go into would be something I stick at. Because I think because of football, I always wanted to be a footballer. So I made sure, or I'd done everything I could to become a footballer and to have a career in the game. And I think a few people said, you like gardening, get into gardening. But I didn't want to be a gardener for 10 years. So, and everyone's like, well, why don't you just try it? Because you can try something else after that. But I think the mentality, I don't know why, but the way I think is the next thing I do, I'm all in, kind of thing. Yeah. So, as soon as I come across yourself and your footballing background, and we both retired, 34 years of age, I just thought, I feel like you would get me. You'd understand where I'm at in my life, and stuff like that. And that was exactly right. I think as soon as I committed to the program, probably it's a month now, but best decision I've made. And I'm smiling. So it's been going
nice one. It's because with football, you're any professional athlete. You're a long time retired, aren't you?
Yeah.
This is not a career that you don't get into career. Football's not a career for unless you're a Premiership player. You don't ever need to work again these days. But you can be average and make millions playing football. But when you retire at 34, and where you did, and you should be proud of your career. You had a great career, and then you got the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, mate. I just didn't want to be involved in football. I did all my coaching badges and got all my degrees in football and coaching. I just wanted to run away from it. I didn't want to get into it. And this is where trading sort of just gives me the freedom to we'll take the kids to school. Well, they're older now. I don't have to take them to school, but just gives you the freedom to do what you want. And that's I suppose if you were managing a team or coaching, it's like you've got to move away. You're never around for Christmas, are you?
Yeah, no, they're the little things I don't think anyone really understands. The commitment you make to the game. Christmas Day, you're training. You could be travelling Christmas evening.
Kids' birthdays.
Yeah, birthdays. I've missed mates' weddings.
Yeah.
The weirdest thing that no one really gets their head around was as soon as I retired, I went on holiday in August. Never been on holiday in August for, God, 20 years. So just the little things that no one really thinks of, but they're all the sacrifices you make to have a career in the game, so to speak. So
and it's such a short career. It's great, it's such a short career, and I know, it's like for trading now, it gives you so much freedom. If you can learn to do it properly, learn to do it right, you can be trading. You could do as little or as much as you want, but you could just trade the morning move and be done by 10 if you wanted to.
That's what. Do you know what? Your videos, when you sort of said that, I've made my day's money, and I'm watching this video at 8:30 in the morning. I'm thinking, wow, crazy.
And that's what I'm good at. I go for the morning move. I get focused on the morning move, go for that, and then I've got a choice. My mentor said to me, if you can make 500 quid a day, 100 grand or thereabouts, you don't have to work for anyone. That's tax free, by the way. You don't have to work for anyone. You don't have to do anything. And that window of opportunity in the morning gets people more focused, I think. And if you were just trading the whole day, you get tired and stuff, just like you would do. Football, mate. So what's the big key? What's the big pull for you to get into trading then? What is it? What was the main thing? It was just the freedom.
I think so. I think where I've had 3 years at home now with the kids, the thought of having to go back to work or go to work or start a new career doing something else, I don't know. And like you say, when you do these videos and you talk, and then obviously you've got Dan and Seb now. So Seb amazes me. 24 years old, gone full-time trading. I just think, wow, fair play, because incredible, isn't it? I think it generally is that life's too short to begin working 9 to 5 or 10-hour shifts.
Definitely, mate.
Like you say, if I can make some money a couple of hours a day, and it's enjoyable, like I love it. Like you say, like I think maybe because of the sporting background, you do get a buzz. Like you say, you need that dopamine effect. Like I probably do miss stuff like that. So we didn't score many goals because we were defenders. But when we got that dopamine fix of scoring a goal, it's just an unbelievable feeling, isn't it, mate? Even walking out on the pitch, that buzz of the crowd. I mean, we used to run out on the pitch. Now they walk out on the pitch. The buzz, though, of walking out in front of a crowd, it's just fantastic. And that's why I think ex-football players, some of them go the wrong way, because they just lose that. They were somebody, weren't they? And now they're just nobody, and they've got nothing round, especially the lower leagues, I think, not just Prem stars and things. So I think the PFA, Professional Football Association, have got lots of support from. Okay, so look, like people listening to this video or audio or podcast, or wherever they're watching it. So what's just the big attraction is the making the money, of course, and the freedom. And you're sort of a month into sort of just learning this. You dabbled a little bit the wrong way, but you're sort of into it. I mean, what do you think the biggest challenges are for people that are coming into it? Which I know what you're saying. I think you're big on it. I think the psychological part of it is massive. I think like you compare it to football, and that's what again I enjoy, because certain things, the psychological side of it is massive in football and it's massive in trading. So I think that draws me. And we touched on last week at the mentorship day. I've read in the Trading in the Zone book, and just little things like that. I just think it's a massive part. You say you can just trade the colours. Like that's how simple it can be on your system, BTS system.
It was this morning, definitely,
yeah. So exactly. So I think it's not so much of you need all this knowledge about trading. It's the psychological part. It's sticking to your plan, and no distractions and not risk management. It's all. And I think that is, and obviously by reading that book and listening to you speak, that is the key to it, if you like. Because if you're going to be successful, that's a massive part of trading. So
it's the process, isn't it? You need a process, because there's so much online. There's so much noise coming in for anybody, and you're second guessing things, and people get sucked into. I talk about dopamine and ADHD, where they try a strategy, they lose a few trades, and they don't give enough time, and then they move on to the next trade strategy, then they move on to the next indicator, and then they come back where they started from, and they've wasted 2 months, 3 months searching. Some people wasted years searching.
Of course.
And if they just focused on, it's a numbers game. In our trading bot, one of the strategies, it was making like 55% winning trades, but it still made 2 million quid over the last 10 years. And, it just shows you it's process orientated, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But when we're trading, though, mate, it is a psychological thing. And I think I'm not saying. I mean, football players. I suppose there's a lot of resilience, isn't there, when you come out of professional sport because all the down. Most of the time, I'm not going to say most of the time we're losing, but there's not mainly a lot of ups, is there? There's a lot of mediocre downs.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. And so coming back from losing trades, I think, because you're a football player, you've sort of done that and you can come back from that.
Yeah, no,
people really struggle.
Your career, don't you? It's always the next trade, the next game sort of thing.
Yeah.
So the quicker you can sort of recover, the better, really. Probably you'll progress a lot better and quicker, I guess. That's the way I sort of happened in my football career. Bad game Saturday, right, I've got a game Tuesday. Let's prepare right, let's do everything right so that we hit Tuesday, hopefully get 3 points and a good performance. So they're the sort of things I'll be looking to take into my trading, sort of that psychological part.
Anything you can compare football with trading? Anything where you're coming into it from a strong point of view?
When we talk about the psychological part and being in the zone, I know I said that and I referenced the book. I think that's a massive, massive, massive part. Sort of like no distractions and like we just touched on then, just sort of sticking to your process. Sort of that's sort of, I prepared for games like that. So I do my homework on the striker, and during the game, I think when I was younger, a misplaced pass would take me out of the zone and I wouldn't be thinking about football for 5 or 10 minutes running around on the pitch. And as you get older, you realise you make mistakes. Like, it might not mean you've been stopped out of a trade. You might have entered too late. There's loads of different things. So I think, the football side of things, I think it will play a bit of a role in my journey, to be honest with you, with trading. I'm obviously having been able to compare to yourself. I'm really looking forward to keep going.
Yeah, it's just a time thing, mate. It really is. Just learn that the most important thing in trading is managing your risk on every trade while you're learning, because if you just go in and blow your account out without managing risk, you've got no money to trade with, and if you ain't got any money to come back with, then you can't learn and you can't give yourself time. And I think a lot of people jump too quickly into live real money. They need to demo trade to practice the process and whether they can do it. And then once they practice it, then when they're ready to go live. If they've got a good equity curve, they've proven to themselves they can actually trade with a live trading account. And then there's the pressure of literally when you go live, you're with real money now, and it's not a demo. And we all know, people listening to this or watching this will say, well, it's easy to trade in a demo. And I make money in a demo, but I can't make money in a live account. And that is really just, you need to put yourself into a live trading account environment to feel what it's like to have the pressure. And I suppose it's like taking a penalty. We can practice all week long on the training pitch. There's no crowd, there's no pressure. It's totally different, isn't it, than stepping up. Did you take any penalties at all, Luke?
In my early days, not professionally, no. I left that to other people, to be honest with you.
Pressure, isn't it?
It's definitely, I think as I got older, it wouldn't have bothered me taking the penalties. When I was younger, I wouldn't have liked to step up. No, not at all.
It's nerve-wracking. And so what sort of style of trading are you doing? What do you think will suit your personality?
So I think day trading, I think that will suit me. I like the thought of getting in, getting out, making my money. And then, like you say, depending on what the plans could be for the rest of the day, I know you like to be on the golf course. But I think like the freedom of that. But then I know I've come across on the modules and we've been talking about in the lives, blue whale trades and stuff like that. So I do like the idea of stuff like that, but swing trades. But I think I would suit my personality more would probably be like the day trade. That's what I'm doing at the moment. So day trade.
You'll work doubly hard to become a day trader, because it's instant rewards, it's instant disappointment, and that's good for people, because some people just don't like to sit on a trade overnight. They just can't do that because they can't sleep. But when with day trading, you can go and make your money quickly, or you can get stopped out quite quickly. In fact, I want to get stopped out quite quickly. I don't want to sit in a trade for hours on end. That's boring. So, it's my personality style, and we do personality profiling on students, is basically I want a instant gratification or instant loss, so I can move on to the next trade, and that suits me down to the ground. I think a lot of people probably trade the wrong time frames and things, mate, as well. That's probably a big thing. I know my time frame changed. I'm 4 hour and entering on the 5 and 1 minute, but I generally don't mind the 1 minute, to be honest with you. That's where I've found my best entries, on the 1 minute as opposed to the 5. So, like you say, it's a lot quicker. Been stopped out a few times, but likewise,
I've made some money quicker. So
Yeah,
only on a demo account.
you
But
will. Yeah.
yeah, no, that's what I sort of at the moment. That suits my lifestyle sort of thing. So, and that's
Yeah.
what the amazing thing about trading is. Some people are working. When I've been on the mentorship days, everyone's different, aren't they? Some people are retired, they can trade when they want. Some people have to swing trade because they work it around their work. There's opportunities in the market for everyone. Obviously, you've got to know how to take these opportunities. That's the key part, I guess. But there's thousands of opportunities a day to make money. You just got to really stick at the one that works for you, and set yourself up and your process up around that, I guess.
So some people have to go to work in the morning, they have to get changed, get themselves ready, go to work, and they have to commute. But then there's the 8 o'clock. You could trade London time from like 7:30 to 9 p.m. US shares. There's so many signals with our strategies and the colour method that you could do that. You could become a day trader at night time if you're based here in Europe and stuff, and trade the US session if you wanted to, or swing trade the market. Swing trading meaning buying and holding for a longer period of time. Blue whale trades are when we set up these trades that we're going to build a position into it, and we're probably using a monthly chart for an anchor chart for that signal. Then we get in on the daily. So we combine 2 time frames, a monthly and a daily, to trade in the same direction with the same signal. And then we've had huge success with those. And that's a multiple £1,000 profit trade, where if you're day trading, you've got to stop probably 10, 12 points away, and you're instantly in and out. And it's fun, mate. It's fun. Any advice for anyone new wanting to get into trading or anything?
I just think you've got to give it a go. I just think it's something that, it beats the 9 to 5. You could be your own boss. Listen, it takes people a different amount of time, I guess. But I just feel like the future, like having freedom and time is key. I don't know. It's just that for me. Obviously, like the money part is a big part as well. Don't get me wrong, but being able to take my kids to school or just be around more, how I've been fortunate enough to be around the last couple of years. I don't want to stop that. I want to watch the kids grow up, and I want to make memories and sort of be able to take the kids away and my wife away the weekends and stuff. So, just like I say, I'm so excited to start this journey. I know it's been 5 weeks, but every evening I'm doing my modules or I'm trying to back test. I've really got the buzz for it, which is something I never had. If you'd have asked me 2 months ago or even 6 weeks ago, because I was looking at getting jobs and I didn't know what I wanted to do. Everyone's like, what's your interest? What's your interest? But my interest is trading. And I know that now for a fact, and I would love to have, and I'm determined to make a real good go at this and become consistent, profitable trader in years to come. And now, because I feel like I've got that, which I didn't have probably since leaving football, it's exciting, mate. I'm buzzing, to be fair. I love the
gardening, mate. Better than gardening.
It's better than gardening. And it's a lot nicer sitting in the study than it would be mowing the lawn, I suppose. So
you wait until the summer comes, mate, when you sit here, you've got your shorts on, you've got your flip-flops on, and you're in for the morning move at 7:30. You're trading the morning move, and it's a lovely sunny day outside. And you go in, make your money, and then people going off commuting to work, getting on the train, and you think, I'm going to the golf course now. It's a lovely, but you've got to put the time and effort in to do it. And as you know, because you've got that attitude to do that, and brilliant. Okay, mate. Well, fantastic. Thanks for joining us on this podcast. And
pleasure, mate. I've listened to all the podcasts. So to be honest,
you're on it.
Have another come back at the end of my program, and then
definitely. We'll see where you are. We'll see where you are. It'd be great. Well, we're working closely together anyway, and I'll see you in the live training room. I know you attend all the sessions, which is great attitude, and that's brilliant, mate. All right, fella. Well, speak to you soon.
Yep, top man.
Thanks for your time, mate.
No worries. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. See you later.